The 5 stages of love. Why do many stop at the 3rd stage? Are you looking to take your relationship to a new level? Here are some stages of love between a man and a woman, which will teach you what falling in love truly means. We all want true, lasting love, whether we're in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, or beyond. However, many marriages break down and most people don't know why. They mistakenly believe that they have chosen the wrong partner. After going through the grieving process, they start searching again. But after more than 40 years of working as a marriage and family counselor, I've found that most people are looking for love in the wrong places. They do not understand that the 3rd stage of the 5 stages of love is not the end, but the true beginning of achieving true and lasting love. The 5 stages of love in a relationship. Stage 1. Falling in love. Falling in love is nature's trick to make humans choose a mate so that our species can continue. It feels so great because we are flooded with hormones like dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, testosterone, and estrogen. Falling in love is also a wonderful thing because we project all our hopes and dreams onto our lover. We imagine that they will fulfill our desires, give us all the things we didn't get as children, and keep all the promises that our previous relationships failed to deliver. We are sure that we will remain in love forever. Because we are fascinated by love hormones, we are not aware of any of this. When 2 people are under the influence of the wildest, the craziest, the most deceitful, the most fleeting emotions, they are asked to swear that they will remain in that exciting, unnatural, and exhausting state continuously until death do them part. The 2nd stage, becoming a couple. At this point, our love deepens and we come together as a couple. This is the time when we have and raise children. If we move beyond the stage of raising children, this is the time when the marital bond deepens and develops. It is a time of togetherness and joy. We learn what the other person likes and expand our individual lives to begin to develop a life of 2 of us. During this stage, we experience fewer feelings of falling in love. We feel more connected with our partners. We feel warm and cozy. The sex may not be wild, but it is very satisfying. We feel safe, cared for, cherished, and appreciated. We feel close and protected. We often think that this is the ultimate level of love and expect it to last forever. We are often surprised by the 3rd stage transformation. Stage 3. Disappointment. No one told us about the 3rd stage in understanding love and marriage. The 3rd stage is where my first 2 marriages fell apart, and for many relationships, this is the beginning of the end. This is the period when things start to feel bad. It can happen slowly, or it can feel like a switch has been flipped and everything has gone wrong. Little things start to annoy us. We feel less loved and cared for. We feel trapped and want to escape. We become more irritable and angry or hurt and withdrawn. We may stay busy at work or with family, but dissatisfaction increases. We wonder where the person we once loved went. We miss the love we once had, but we don't know where it went or how to get it back. One of the other partners wants out, or sometimes people continue to be together, but without feeling truly intimate, and the mind and soul. In our marriage, Carlin and I started having problems with our hearts, heartache, and were diagnosed with atrial fibrillation. I started having serious erection problems. To be honest, there were times when it was miserable, and we thought about leaving the relationship, but we didn't give up. We kept going. There's an old saying, when you've been through hell, don't stop. This seems to apply to this stage of life. The positive side of the 3rd stage is that the heat burns away many of our illusions about ourselves and our partner. We have an opportunity to become more loving and appreciative of the person we live with, not the expectations we place on them as our perfect mate. Carlin and I have been together for over 35 years. We have moved on to the next stages of love and feel happy because we have learned the skills to negotiate the disappointment stage and can truly enjoy the later stages of love. Stage 4. Creating true and lasting love. One of the gifts of confronting unhappiness in the third stage is that we can get to the core of the causes of pain and conflict. Like most people, Carlin and I grew up in dysfunctional families. My mother and father both suffered from depression, and my father attempted suicide when I was 5 years old. Carlin's father was an angry and violent man. Her mother left him to protect herself and her daughter. We all have wounds, and wounds need to be healed if we are to have a true, loving relationship. There is nothing more satisfying than being with a partner who sees and loves you for who you are. They understand that your hurtful behavior is not because you are mean and unloving, but because you have been hurt in the past, and the past still lives with you. When we understand and accept our partner better, we can learn to love ourselves more deeply. Stage 5. Use the power of both to change the world. No one should remind us that the world is not well. There are constant wars and conflicts. Racial violence seems to be everywhere. We wonder whether humans can survive. If we can't even find peace between two people who love each other, she asked, what chance do we have of creating a world that can work for all of its people? But now, look at the other side of this question. If we can learn to overcome our differences and find true, lasting love in our relationships, then maybe we can work together to find true, lasting love in the world. I believe that every couple has the opportunity to use the power of two to address some aspect of the world's problems that affect their lives. Carlin and I are particularly interested in the issues facing middle-aged men and women. Thank you very much for watching. We hope that the video will add value to you. We hope that the subscription and comment will add to the content and encourage us to continue providing more. And do not forget to watch the rest of the videos on the channel.